Hey, good morning. That coffee, the kettle is very hissy this morning, and I am just bleh. My eyes have decided they wanted all the smoke, all the crust, and not like a beautiful flaky pie crust, just all of the sand just in my eyes. But good morning. Hi. Hello. Pardon me. And my nose is being all weird. Like, you know what? It's just a bleh day. You can feel it when you're like, what is the word they used? Like lurgy? Like you can just feel bleh. It's rainy outside. We are supposed to get extreme winter weather around 5 p.m. my time. And yeah, it's I I joke with my friends about, you know, when your body can tell what the weather is going to be. Yeah, pretty much. So let me get coffee ready. I did prepare, I do have a few demos, so I've knocked a few more off the list. We'll look at those and then we'll try some Animal Crossing a little later on. And and then yeah, we'll have a nice chill Sunday. I hope. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Oh, is that Nisi? Yeah, Nisi, good morning. Hello, welcome on in. The the screen is right now like all the way across the room, and I'm like, wait a second, let me get over there and see whose name is that. I mean, I could just I wish that I could do this and actually see what's on the screen. I can't. That's not how it works. All right, let me get my. Oh wait, no. Let me pour the coffee water first. Then I'll get my pills. And there we go. I still like I always said because I like to watch. I still like to watch the old videos of like Sesame Street and especially the Electric Company from the 70s, 80s. And yeah, just the ability to make words appear in front of my face or over my head would be incredible. Though my salty ass would definitely get fired. Like my face would be fine, and then over my head would just be asshole, and I would get fired. Hey Prax, good morning. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, let me. Mm. Okay, meds are done. Coffee. Oh, it helps if I set a timer for the coffee. I have absolutely done that where I'm just sitting here like, wasn't I supposed to be doing something? And I never set the timer for my coffee. So like it's not ruined if it goes for longer than my preferred brew time, but it definitely wasn't great. So I guess there's leaving your coffee or your tea unattended so it gets cold in the mug, and then there's leaving your coffee in the brewer and forgetting to like filter the water that just leaves like I don't know if it gives you more caffeine or if it just gives you a more intense flavor that sometimes the intensity is not great. But yeah, I'm looking outside. It is wet. And it's funny because I now have taken to sleeping with rain sounds on. There's one channel that has the most ridiculous names for all of their rain sounds. If I think about it too hard, this one actually might be just AI generating rain sound, which I don't know how to feel about that. But I listen to rain sounds at night And then I woke up and everything was like, "Oh, well, it's raining now outside." And I'm like, "Well, of course it's raining outside. I can hear it." And then I remembered, "Wait, no, that's my rain sound." I will show you the channel. I'll find the channel and link it to you. Um, and some of them are like, this is they do the weird, like, this is rain in a garden on top of singing bowls with a 5 hertz like sub whatever. And I'm like, "What are you doing? Just rain is all I want. Just rain." The reason I like them is because they are 12 hours long. So I can just put them on. And if I forget to turn the TV off, it doesn't matter. Um, so yeah. Okay, let's see here. But yeah, it's probably not gonna be cute outside, and it's not gonna be a big day for going outside. So, oh well. Some rain sounds and aquarium ambience. Nice. Yeah, there whenever the temperature has a massive shift and everybody in the building starts using their heating or their cooling, there are a few internal like pipes in the building that um that just the condensation hits and they're metal pipes and the water falls just enough distance to have a thunk and a plop and if I wake up and accidentally hear one of those noises, then I'm awake forever. So I now have the rain sounds on. So just in case I wake up, I've already got the rain sounds ready to like send me right back to sleep. Um, the only other thing that I have trouble staying asleep for is during spring. We occasionally get crickets and cicadas, and sometimes right outside the back of my apartment, there's one lonely little hopper just trying to find themselves some love, and they will not shut up all night long. So it's just the cricket, the grasshopper, the cicada noise on its own constantly all night long. And it's not the cute romantic cicada you hear in like a Japanese anime slice of life stuff. No, it is just loud and rattly. And I'm like, there have been nights when I went out there with a flashlight to try and discourage the fucking thing off of the patio. So I'm like, just go away. Okay. All the sex is somewhere else. It's not here. Go away. I'm trying not to spill the oat milk. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, my nose is like snotty. I'm probably not sounding my best. And it's all because of storm stuff. Prax says blizzard started. Blizzard has begun. Okay, so that's up here. I'm like down here. So yikes. Okay. I will be right back. Let me just shut all this down. I'll see you in the other room. And then yeah, we'll get started on some stuff. Hey Nether, good morning. Make some matcha. I've never made matcha, and I don't know if it's easy or difficult to do at home. Maybe I should look into it because I do like matcha when I have it out. I should look into that. But yeah, I'll be right back and see you in the other room. I feel like I'm forgetting something, so now I gotta look at the camera. No, that seems fine. Aside from the reflection on the microphone, which is nothing whole like that's not a whole like there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Um, but yeah, so oh right, first off the YouTube channel, and let me see here. Go to my YouTube history. Nope, stop it. Yeah, okay, here's the channel. They've been on since December 2014, so they're probably fine. Um, but yeah, here's the channel, and if you go and just look at their, look at their thumbnails, melting melatonin rain, diamond mind clearing rain, emotional regulation rain, neurowave calming glass rain. Like these sound like strains of pot that you have picked up at your local cannabis store. They could also be vape flavors, I think. And I will laugh, but it works. Because once you get past like the opening little, you know, um, video clip art advertise a channel, then the screen is just black for 12 hours. And I am 100% fine. So let me think. What else? Let's see. Other than that, like I said, I'm not really being big about talking about Starfleet Academy, except on streams because, like, only y'all are here. But they did their in-house social media reels. So like Paramount is doing it, which the reason I'm not a big talking about Star Trek and Paramount online is because Paramount CBS clearly wants to be in the pocket of the Trump administration. So meh, just meh. But they did a very funny one where Gina Yashere, who plays Laura Thok, Tig Notaro, who plays Reno, and Robert Picardo, who plays the Doctor, are doing like mystery lecture. So they have to, like, they're just sitting and they have to read some Star Trek technobabble on like a screen in front of them. And there's just a moment where you can tell that Tig Notaro, her soul is leaving her body because she's just like, I learn these words when I have to. Don't show them to me otherwise because I don't know what I'm looking at. It's very funny. The ones that they've been doing in-house. So they also they give really good interviews. Those are fun too. But yeah, this one was particularly funny. Even more so because I was just talking about Star Trek yesterday on social media. We started talking about the transporter because somebody's watching, like someone's catching up on TNG, and they're like, yeah, I completely understand. No one should be taking the transporter anywhere. And then the conversation about the transporter clone popped up. And my take on it was that it's correct. The transporter doesn't murder you. Section 31 comes and they dispatch an agent to murder your clone after you've been transported. That matter is what makes up the matter-antimatter mix in the photon torpedoes. Because even in a post-scarcity society, we don't waste resources. And have you ever wondered why a torpedo just seems perfectly sized to fit a humanoid in it? Isn't that weird? It's weird, right? It's really convenient, huh? Hey, Kosum, welcome on in. So good morning, everyone. Today we're going to look at a few demos, and then we'll probably end with some Animal Crossing. It'll depend on how the demos time. I grabbed 3 of them. One is called Fairy Circle. Hold on, I got links for you. Before we get into them, I'll just get links for them. One is called Where is my chat window? There it is. Where are my backup singers? for those of you who know. One is called Fairy Circle. Bleep Nick actually recommended this to me and Steven. So we'll take a look at that. And then there is one that is an incremental game called A Certain Incremental Planet. Sorry, A Certain Incremental Exoplanet. And then we'll also look at one called Swan Song, which is sort of musical. Hey Tony, welcome on in. Hold on, Fairy Circle didn't go to YouTube. Let me, just in case anyone's watching on YouTube. Did that work? I don't know. I'm not going to say that I got it going on today. Let's do that. There we go. So yeah, we'll look at those, and then we'll end with some Animal Crossing. Unless something else comes up. I don't really have much to do in Animal Crossing. We could do another hotel room. We can run around, say hello to people, etc. And yeah, let's see what else. That's probably about it, really. Okay, good coffee. So let's start with Fairy Circle. Also, my watch is too tight. I got a nice magnetic band for it, but I fell back on my old ways of making the band too tight. So then I have a little indentation on my wrist, and I need to stop that. It was always fun growing up in the era of digital watches in the 80s in Georgia. So you constantly had a tan, a negative tan from the watch constantly. People talk about farmer's tan, which is like sitting with like the thing out your window. You always had like a watch inverse tan, in Georgia. And this is back when like you had the big Casio, like the big digital watches. Anyway, with calculators, we had some with video games on them. What were we thinking having a calculator? Like, the clarity of my eyesight as a teenager to be able to have a calculator with physical buttons, I guess, so also the dexterity on what was a digital watch. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because my old ass now is like, how was anybody seeing anything at all? But yeah, let me start up one, and we'll capture it and get it, and we'll give it a look at it. That's not what I want to see. I want to see Steam. Where'd I put Steam? Where'd you go? The Horse Fest is still happening in Steam. People they've commented on like the lackluster horse games in the fest. They also mentioned that horses, the big thing that Steam made a big fuss over, is not available. But if you like horse games, you might want to check it out. And if you like any games, you might want to check out Steam because there's demos for just about everything. So I'm looking at 3 today. Fairy Circle. Let me get it set up and captured, and we'll get into it. We want to go over here. Where's my wavelink? There's wavelink. Okay, and game capture. There we go. All right, thank you. Oh no, it's chill. Per the usual danger. It's a chill game. Okay, let me check. There's a demo of this in the Steam store. So there you go. Oh, they also started a closed beta. So if you like what you see in the demo, looks like you might be able to apply for the beta. You may have to go through their website to do that. And it is a deck builder, but it's more of a bag builder, they say. So yeah, let's look at Fairy Circle. Hey, Steven, good morning. Don't want to clear my throat into the mic. That y'all don't need that. Hey, Jory, welcome on in. Okay. Fairy Circle is a bag-building roguelike set in a fairy tale world. Play as a forest keeper and protect your home from a shadowy force called the Gloom. There is a demo of this in the Steam store. There also, if you join their Discord, you can sign up for the beta. But we will take a look at this. Yeah, it looks cute. And it sounds chill. Hey, Zalvi, good morning. So, we're already in danger because the vibes. Quickly check the settings. I set some things last night. It already started at 50% music. I appreciate that. Full screen, language English. This all looks good. Hey, Dre. So, let's give it a go. Also, sorry. Check my watch and see how long we can... Because I not that I don't want to spend time with the games, but there are a lot of demos today, so... Tutorial, please. Welcome to Fairy Circle. Before we start, try rotating the camera. Click and hold the left mouse button and drag sideways. Ooh. You can also rotate with Q and E. Love it. Like World of Warcraft days. Now zoom by scrolling the mouse wheel. Okay. Light all the altars by playing stones from your bag. You have 3 stones in your hand and 0 in your bag. If you run out of stones before all altars are lit, you lose. Okay, so this is an altar. The icons above the altars say what kind of mushroom is required to light the altar. Okay. Dragging rules. To play a stone, drag it from your hand to any available plot in the glade. All mushrooms grow from the center of the circle to the edge with no gaps. Try dragging the yellow pointy mushroom stone from your hand onto the highlighted plot. Yellow pointy... Oh, it's stones! Oh, that's nice. You've successfully lit a yellow flame. To light an altar flame, you must place matching mushrooms in the same row or column. Okay, so the same row or column as the altar. Hey, Dance Lover, welcome on in. Whenever you play a stone, a new stone is drawn from your bag. Try lighting the second altar flame. Okay, so you need a pointy mushroom and you need a 3-pronged mushroom. So what if I put the 3-pronged mushroom here? Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Every stone in your hand has a requirement. You can only place a stone in a line with a mushroom that matches the icon in the corner of your stone. Okay, so now it gets a little more difficult. So like this flat blue mushroom can only be in a line with a pointy yellow mushroom. Oh, the multi-prong mushroom. Oh no. Now light the second altar. Oh, just like that, huh? Okay. So it's already got... Okay, so this altar here, it wants the little flat mushroom, which it's already got, because it's got that in the row. And it's got that in the same ring. Oh, okay. I thought it was because it was the... Okay, wow. It's got the 3-prong mushroom in the same ring. So now I need a yellow pointy mushroom that is okay being right here. Yeah. Okay. And I need a blue mushroom that wants to be next to a 3-pronged mushroom. I may have to plant a 3-pronged mushroom first. Hold on a second. It's got to be in the same row, right? Okay, can that be there? It can. Okay, which now means this can be here. There we go. Okay. Once upon a long-lost time in magic days of yore, the forest keeper watched over fragile stems and blooms until she spied a presence that had not been there before, a fierce frostbitten shadow that would hence be called the Gloom. Fearing for the land she loved, the keeper took up arms. She called upon the season's powers to aid her in the fight. By igniting sacred altars, she would shield her realm from harm. The gloom, like any common shade, retreated from the light. The keeper's glowing No, come back. I was reading that. I was reading that. You saw. I was reading that. So, yeah. I feel like it's part of the accessibility conversation, but if you want players to see something, make sure you don't take it away before they have a chance to finish reading it. Still, you can go back and pause and just freeze frame that and go read it yourself. It's fine. Okay, so the shop. The shop menu is located at the bottom of the screen after each encounter. When the rightmost stone is discarded, a new stone is added to the leftmost space. You can buy new stones by dragging them to your bag, and I can see we have currency on the left-hand side. Okay, so we have 2... Oh, this one feels like it might be a little bit useful. So let's drag that one to my bag. Okay. Now we have what is a very typical and familiar roguelike map. We can even see a little bit ahead what we might have. So this is going to give us 2 of that yellow currency, but we're going to have to light 2 altars. This one's going to... Okay, so we have 6 rows of 3 spaces each. This one has 6 rows of 4 spaces each. We only have to light 1 altar. And this is a random one. And you know me, I've got to go for random. I don't know what these do yet. That looks like double question marks maybe, but let's go with the random. An owl roosts upon a gnarled branch overlooking the trail. You pause when its amber eyes meet yours, expecting an obligatory, "Whoo!" It asks another question entirely. The children refused to visit the village farm because they were terrified of one of the animals. Was it the goat, the chicken, or the horse? I'm going to say the goat. You cannot tell whether the owl is pleased with your answer, as it has no lips to frown with. It takes flight, dropping something as it soars overhead. A dull stone lands in front of you. 1 rock has been added to your bag. Sweet. Okay. I feel bad that I'm going for... No, I won't go from random encounter to random encounter. I'll actually maybe... Oh no, these seem hard. Okay, fine. We should actually play the game. Okay, light all the altars. I also appreciate... I've got some undos, because I might need those. Okay, so... This altar wants a pointy yellow mushroom and the 3-pronged orange mushroom. I have a pointy yellow that I can put in the same... Okay, the pointy yellow wants to be in the same row as blue, so we can do that. You also want a 3-pronged mushroom that likes to be in the same row here. So, sorry, this 3-pronged mushroom stone wants to be next to a yellow mushroom. So we'll do that. That'll satisfy both this and this. And now we need another yellow pointy mushroom over here that wants to be next to a 3-pronged mushroom. So I have a choice. I can put another... Okay, like I can't... Yeah, I can't put that there. Okay, so... This... Sorry, not this. Yeah, that's fine there, but that's not what I want to do. This really needs to go right here or here. Oh, actually, yeah, it goes here. Alrighty. This one looks like it might be a little bit tougher, but it also goes to this mystery symbol. Yeah, both these look tough. So we'll try you. I'm curious what this symbol is. Okay. Play all altars from your hand and light them. Oh, this one is special. Oh, okay. This one actually sort of flips it on us. Where do we put the altars so they can be lit? And we only have... Okay, so we only have 3 rows, or 3 like arms. So we can use the rings and the rows, but we need to put these where... Okay, so... If I put that there... Alright, let me think about this. If I put this one here, it'll satisfy one of its own... Oh, the fairy... Oh, you can't leave gaps between mushrooms. Okay, so that's a new rule. So then I can do one of 2 things. I can set up for the altars, or I can just put the altars down and pray. I think I want to set up for the altars. So I'm going to put this mushroom here, and then this altar here. So that one's done. Now I have an altar that needs pointy. That altar will be done here. And now I need pointy and 3-pronged. Okay, let's see here. Can I put 2 altars? Like... If I put... Can I put you... Okay, I can put you there because the pointy's there. Okay, so if I put this here... And I put the blue mushroom here, then I can play this pointy mushroom here. And that'll handle all the goals. Okay. That was interesting. Having to put down the altars myself was a new... That's new. Okay. What is this? What is this symbol? Oh, is it a choice? Oh, it's a trade. Okay, I also wonder if the fairy... Is that blue fairy us? Like fairy garden? Like, are we the... Are we the fairy circle? My goodness. The G's are silent, but I also remember Gary Gnu from The Great Space Coaster, where no GNUs is good GNUs with Gary Gnu. Good nice to meet you. The name's Ned. I run a little trading post. Nothing fancy, just a few odds and ends I picked up on my travels. I don't suppose you're in need of new wares. Let's trade. Yeah, let's trade. Okay, so I can sell stones. Like, what do you... Like, do you... You don't want anything for this, do you? You don't. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I have a blank rock, but... Okay. We'll sell one, just to see what you get for it. Come here. Okay, sometimes the... Yeah. You give me a green currency? You know, I'm good. I appreciate it. Have a nice day. Okay, so I'm stuck going to this one. This is another one where I have to play the altars. And there's 4 of them to play. So the question is, are there any that I can already qualify? At least I have 4 arms to do it in, and spaces in each of them. But let's see. That's a good... Oh, that's a good thought. Maybe the blank rocks let me substitute for another. I know it... That one of them says... One of them has a... It's a demo, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. One of them has a when played adds another rock to your bag, but it hasn't come up yet. So yeah, we'll see if I can put it like anywhere, or maybe it just maybe I can use it as a blank space, not a free space, but just if I want to build something, if I want to put something in the second row and I have to build it out first, maybe I can use the rock as a blank space here. Okay. So this altar needs the 3 mushroom and the pointy mushroom. This one needs the pointy and the blue. This one needs all 3. I have a blue mushroom that needs the 3 and a pointy mushroom that needs blue. So let's put you here and you here. Okay, that's 1. Actually, I can satisfy 2 of them because you both had the same requirement, so I can put you in the same row. Or line, really, because these are row anyway. Okay. You can go here because you want yellow pointy, and this yellow pointy needs a 3-pronged here. So that's 3. Now the hard one. This, can you see that? You can't. Okay. This one, let me move it in the, yeah, there we go. This one requires pointy, triple, and flat. I haven't set up my rows very well, so that's on me. So right now I can get double pointy from like this space. But I need... And also I have to build outward. So let's see here. So this flat mushroom likes to be next to the pointy mushroom. That's fine. This we'll put here. And then this we'll put here. Okay. Okay. All goals done. Nice. It's interesting. Is that like it's so weird to think of there being a boss, but they did talk about the gloom, so perhaps we have to face the gloom. All right, here's another one. Okay, so once again, 4 lines, 4 rows. We have 1 altar in our hand. We're going to put this here. And then we're going to just build out these 2 mushrooms really easily. Hey, Amalia, welcome on in. Okay, so 1 altar's good. We now have an altar that needs multiple blue, which we could do by putting it... Okay, we can't... Oh, actually we can't. Put it there. Okay, so it needs multiple blue, a pointy yellow, and a triple. Let me put the pointy yellow here. And that way, this will satisfy... Okay, now I need nope, sorry, I need the other way around. I need a triple mushroom here. Okay, that's 2. Okay, this one. Oh, when you play, it adds a rock to your bag. Also, what is this one? Ah, yeah, this can just go anywhere. If I need a like a blank space filled. Sweet. Okay. Okay, but this altar needs 2 pointy and 1 flat. So here's a spot that has a pointy and a flat intersecting. If I can get another pointy in there. Okay, so if I put this here, because the pointy ones are right here. Sorry, I can zoom in. This altar wanted 2 pointy and 1 flat. There's 1 pointy directly connected on its line, and there's 1 pointy connected in its circle. Now I need to add 1 flat mushroom. This flat mushroom only wants to be where it can connect to a pointy mushroom. So I can put it here or here, and I'll put it here. And that allows me to complete. Okay. Oh. More altars. Okay. It is a very pretty game. It's very chill. It's an interesting take. It's not, I mean, it's like a deck builder, but it's more puzzle based than fighting. I'm wondering where we'll encounter, like, what's the degree of added difficulty? Is it simply that the puzzles are harder to do, or is it something going to actively make it, like, if I put something down, does something else put something down to block a space somewhere else on the board, kind of thing? Okay, the first altar we have wants pointy, triple, so yellow, orange, and blue. I also appreciate that they're using color, but also shape to convey the information. Okay, so... I can put you... Oh, whoops, sorry. We need to put you here. Actually, no, I don't trust myself enough. I'm going to put you there. And you here. And now I need a pointy mushroom. Oh, which I can put here. Okay, that's 1. This one requires 3 pointy mushrooms? Oh no. I may have goofed. I'm not completely down. But I have to think a little harder now, because this altar needs 3 like triple mushrooms. I still have, you know, like anywhere you put, you have the intersection of the circle or you have the line. So you do have options. So I'm going to start with this and put this down next to it. Okay, that one like is counted as like all three. Hey Tanya, welcome on in. It counted as all three, so I'm still pretty good. But I need a triple mushroom over here, so I'm gonna put this down here and a triple mushroom over here, which satisfies this altar's requirement. And I might be able to do this. Okay, hold on. Because this altar requires 2 blue mushrooms and 1 yellow, 2 little flat and 1 pointy. This can go here, but it needs to build from the center out, so you can't have gaps. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, so right now it's connected to, oh, never mind. Okay. I was wondering if you got like a visual indicator of if it was already connected, but it is. It's got the one blue that's right next to it, the one blue that's also right next to it, and then on that same ring is a yellow pointy, so it should be good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This looks like another trade. So let's try another trade. Do you have any? Okay, not really. See, you're not a shop though, so I think I'm good. I'm good. You are playing Rune Factory, and you have a quest where you have to make snacks. But the person you're giving the snacks is very loud about how they're unacceptable. But their assistant says actually they loved it. Huh. I wonder if it's just a I have to look down my nose at stuff attitude. Also, thank you for the lurk. Welcome on in. Okay, let's see here. A little bit more of this. I'm not sure if we'll make it to the end, but this is a good look at the game mechanics. And okay, we have to play altars from our hand. How many? 3. 4. Oh dear. Okay, but we have a good number of options. Okay, let's start with you. We'll put you there. Yeah, there's no before you put it down, there's no like visual indicator of that it's already going to be a good spot. The altar does spin around into a certain position, but I feel like that's a game mechanic and not necessarily a puzzle mechanic. Okay, you can fit here, and that will satisfy this altar over here. I'm going to put this altar, since these altars need 1 blue and 1 orange. So now I need a pointy one here. Okay, 1 altar done. These are wild stones, which sounds fun to say. They're wild stones. So they'll add 1 of every type to the spot that you put them down on, and then it will add a rock to your bag. Okay. I realize all I have is altars and the wild rocks and the blank rocks, which the blank rocks don't count for anything, but because you cannot build, you can't skip over a space, the blank rock definitely is going to help. So like I can put the blank rock here. Also, it draws the next thing in my bag as well. Okay, so let's put... Let's see here. You need Okay, I've already done that. I wonder, can I put the altars next to each other? Is that a thing I can do? It is. Okay. So I could put the altars next to each other as well. It does that, I mean, it doesn't super help me. Well, it does, because I can put this here. And then I can put the wild one here, and that should satisfy... Oh, whoops. Oh, dang it. Okay, nope. I goofed, except I didn't. If I put this mushroom here, then I can put my wild one here, and that will actually satisfy both of these altars. So now I only have to worry about one altar. Hey, Helmberger, welcome on in. So what if I put you here? And then this triple mushroom needs to be on the same row as a pointy mushroom. So I put you here. Ta-da! All the altars are done. Okay, one more question mark, and then I should wind it down. We won't make it to the boss of this level. A man in tattered rags stands beside the trail, his hat tipped forward to cover all but his toothy grin. As you pass him by, he extends an upturned palm. Place a stone in his hand. I'll toss him 5 coins. As you hand over the coins, something jingles in your pocket. You reach inside to discover your kindness has been rewarded. So we gave him 5 coins, but then we got 10 in return. So we got 5. We got like a 5 coin boost. That's nice. So yeah, this one is interesting. It is. I like that it adds the roguelike map, but it's not so much combat. Again, it's a sort of a deck builder that doesn't really do combat so much as it's a deck builder that you're using for puzzles. So it's much more like a board game. Like I think about like Triominoes or things like that, where you're trying to match things up that way. But yeah, it's cute. It's got cute mechanics, and of course, it's chill, which we love. So yeah, let me head back to the main menu. So Fairy Circle is available now as a demo in the Steam store. Once again, thank you to Bleepnik for putting this on my radar. It's cute, and it's puzzly. So if you like a little bit of puzzle, but you mostly just like something that's kind of chill, I don't know how forgiving it is. I didn't use any of the undos, and I don't know what happens if you run out of available moves, or if you fail. So maybe we'll have to look at that like off stream later on. But yeah, it's nice. So let's hop out of that. And if you do grab the demo, when you exit the game, a feedback form comes up. Which I'll admit I'm not super fond of, but okay. Like if you exit a game, the game should just exit. It should not try to open up a browser tab. It should not try to open up a browser window. Like, I understand the desire for that, but you should give me the option of going to the survey versus automatically popping it up. I'm not a big fan of that. I remember I exited one, and and the link was an invite to the Discord. So that popped up like in my Discord browser and in the web browser and the Discord, and I'm like, what is happening? So yeah, I would shy away from that. And my other gripe, if it can be called one, is again, if you want your players to read something, give them time to read it. Like, if, click to advance is a perfectly acceptable thing because I missed a good paragraph of your poem because you didn't give me time to read it. So, yeah. So that was Fairy Circle. We will move on to the next one, which is going to be a certain incremental exoplanet. But I'm going to take a little break first. So I'm going to do a 3-minute break while I get the game set up. The rain it's still wet. It's just wet outside. We're not getting precipitation. Hold on, No, we're not expected to get it until 5 p.m. So in the meantime, I'm just going to be keeping an eye on what my friends on the coast are saying. And it reminded me of If anybody remembers the Twitter days way, way back when when the earthquake happened down the coast, and like somebody in New York tweeted, "Hey, was that an earthquake?" And by the time the tremors had made it further down the East Coast, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, well we already knew something was coming because of that." So yeah. You have 69,000 Disco Chanel points. So a long, 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 long time ago. How long? How long ago was it? Content. It wasn't 37 longs. Oh, okay. um Shoot. You break yourself with your own redemptions. Love it. Let me run the ad and I'll set up for the next game. Yeah, let me run the ad. Let me set up for the next game, which will be this will be an incremental one. So we'll like again, we probably won't play it for the length of the demo. Sorry, we won't play it for the length of the demo because like I'm trying to give 20 or 30 minutes because I know these like I do love that these demos have hours of content in them. Sorry, hours of content in them, but I can't be playing all that on stream. So let me run the ad. I'll set up for the next game. I'll see you after the break, and I'll try to regain some of my composure. So yeah, see you soon. I'm not going to do the BRB, but I'm not going to do the BRB, but yeah, I'll just run the ad. Is it a long increment? Long, 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 long ago. Okay. I was like, why is there a survey up in my browser tab? Oh, right. Because the game did a survey when it ended. If you happen to watch this on Twitch and you did Fairy Circle, like know that I'm not super calling you out for the survey form. Just make sure that like it's a thing that you consider asking people to do versus forcing them to do. Like it's just, you know, I don't really want to call anybody out for that, but still. Hey, Mur, good morning. Hey, Jinx, welcome on in. Monster Hunter Stories. Is that a different style of game than Monster Hunter? I mean, it sounds like it sounds like you're doing like a side story, but is it like a more narrative? Like, how, tell me more, is I guess what I'm saying. Creature collector. Ah, narrative. Oh, okay. I love the idea of Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter World and all those, but I absolutely need people to play with, and I don't have. I didn't get it when other people were getting it, and I think I need it on like console. So if it has crossplay, that'd be lovely. Because my video game playing brain needs better visual indicators of when I'm doing a good job. This is not a video game praise kink, but the fact that the monsters didn't have like health bars or indicators or some way of knowing that I was getting closer to wearing it down And maybe there were other environmental storytelling ways that they were showing that. But when I watched other people play, I wasn't really understanding, like, am I doing a good job? Or am I just annoying the monster? I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which one. Um, but it's very pretty. And I love watching people order food. Like, those cats, just, they got it going on. It's great. All right, ad break is done. Let me get a link for this one in the chats. There we go. A certain incremental exoplanet. So, oops. I keep hitting the speed control on my mouse is right where I keep hitting it, so I keep slowing down my mouse, and I don't mean to do that. Then I have to keep speeding it back up, and then I speed it up too fast, and it's like, so it's also a name. This is a name that, like, it's a long name. So yeah, this is a certain incremental exoplanet. Build, blast, prestige, repeat. An incremental game where you build the most productive exoplanet while protecting your enterprise from space pirates. Automate production, shoot rockets, employ an alien, and keep on producing. I'm glad that it mentions prestige, because some incremental games do a thing called prestige where you earned as much as you possibly can that run, and prestige means you reset everything and start by trying again. But sometimes, like, people don't fully explain what the prestige, not the prestige like the movie, but what prestige does. Also, is the game not quite full screen? Okay. Let's see. No settings on the opening screen, but we'll go ahead and hop on in. Okay, let me see here. Credits, music. Oh, there we go. I was like, did I get the music? I like the credits right here. Okay. Hi. Click me for some quantum energy. Also, you can scroll in and out, or use plus and minus for in and out. Hold on. Click and drag anywhere with the mouse to pan. Okay. All right. First, let's zoom in on our friend here. Okay. Cubitronos. Click, 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 click. Upgrade. Oh. What? Okie dokie. Okay, so now we can start buying things. We can boost our clicks. We can create a quantum chip, create a Qbot, and also a Qbot boost. Well, let's boost our clicks. I like click boosting. Pardon. Okay, so we boost quantum energy production by 200% for each click, so double it. Buy a quantum chip that can be used to create different bots. And then you can buy a bot that will produce quantum energy. Okay, so let's boost. Now we're getting 2 per click, so click, 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 click. Okay, let's create a quantum chip. Okay, I like that our resources are really clear over here. And over here, when you mouse over something, it tells you what it does. So yeah, in a lot of incremental, so yeah, this is definitely what I would call an incremental clicker. At least so far, you are clicking. I believe you can start buying things that will produce the resource for you. So let's create a Qbot. Okay, so now you no longer have to click. Now our Qbot is basically annoying our little thing for us. And yeah, I believe, so the paperclip game is also like a incremental clicker as well. Okay, so now you have to decide, what would you like to do? Do you want to increase the money you get? Okay, and then, so now we can press and hold. Which, again, is a nice, for a lot of these games, it's a nice, it is a very nice, like, accessibility thing to be able to hold as opposed to constantly clicking. But yeah, most of the incremental games, they start out by clicking and then you get something you're like, okay, now you don't have to click anymore. And you're constantly trying to get your, okay, let's boost the clicks. Okay, so now we get 3 for clicks. Let's create another quantum chip. Yeah, we are definitely creating quantum chips that create cute quantum bots. They just love the word quantum. Or what was it in Discworld? I believe it wasn't Thief of Time. No, it was Pyramids. When somebody had just like gotten the idea of creating aqueducts, and they said it's going to be a whole new quantum shift in building technology, and one of the kids says to the other, "What does quantum mean?" And he says, "It just means add another 0 to the price." Okay, so we need to at least have 2,000 of the Cubitronos, before we can upgrade to the next level of our tower. So I'm going to hold this down. Agentic aqueducts. I'm going to hold it down. Let's see. So here's a question. Okay, the requirements are what we have to produce. It's not what we have to have on hand. So we only need to have produced that many. So I'm going to buy another bot. And this is good because it means that you can actually spend your money versus holding on to it. You don't have to hoard it. Okay, so now we have all these little bots that are doing all this little work. Go, 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 little buddies. I will also add my clicks to it, and we'll let the Cubitrinos build up. Cubitronos. I keep wanting to say Trino because Star Trek. Okay, so when we have produced 2,000, we can now upgrade. It doesn't actually consume the resources, so it's really just, have you hit this milestone? Great, now you can upgrade. What is happening? Wait. Wave 1 in what? Wait, hold on. Create a killbot? What? Hold on. Wait a second. Let me get some quantum chips up in here. Okay. I have killbots. Eventually, okay, now the killbots are crafting missiles, rockets. Great. Okay. Let's craft a rocket, I guess. And what's my targeting strategy? Largest health remaining, smallest health, or all enemies? We'll go with largest health remaining. Yeah, this got okay. Okay, cool. Let's buy another quantum chip and let's create a killbot. I like having 5. Craft a mega rocket. Sure. And a small rocket. Sure. Okay, so you can also click over here to basically create like missile research. Okay, cool. 20 seconds. Well, not 100% sure what's about to happen. Okay, here comes a wave. Enemy attack. Each enemy ship consumes 10% of, hold on. 10% of quantum energy produced. This will increase to 20% after 2 minutes. Okay, well, fire then. Fire some rockets. Let's go equally, because I need to... It's very old school, too. It's kind of nice. Let's make a big rocket. Okay, wave 2 is incoming in 2 minutes. Okay, we need to really, okay, let's lowest health. Let's buy some more killbots. I welcome our new quantum killbot overlords. Okay, we're also gonna buy some of these to create some Q-bots because we need to start building up our Cubitronos. We're gonna bring this down a little bit more. I don't hate the music, but it's got a little loud. And yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why did my heart rate suddenly go up from playing this what was momentarily a very chill game? What happened? Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and if I hold and click on the robot, I'm creating missile technology that I can turn into rockets. Okay, understood. Yeah, I'm just crafting mega rockets. Like... okay, so... Hey, Miss Sissy, welcome on in. Yeah, you've redeemed classic me. While I'm trying to hoard my Cubitronos. I'm also trying to create some killbots, because we're about to be attacked. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming wave, enemy attacks. Fire everything. Fire rockets, fire missiles, fire all the things. Can I click on them? I can't click on them and do any damage. Fire. Fire all the things. Fire more things. Yeah. Yeah, this suddenly got a little stressful. Like, what the what? Alright, let's see here. We're not getting these. I'm wondering what these... So these must be something you get at the next upgrade. And so far, it doesn't look like we can upgrade the rocket lab at all. So we're really down to upgrading this. So we're probably... we need to buy... How many... We have... Let's buy 10 of these. Let's get 2 more of those. Also, I'm cursed with a lot of these because I like having even numbers. So I like to go like by 5s and by 10s and things like that. Right now I'm going to focus on trying to get the next upgrade. Because I'm wondering eventually we'll be able to start creating the rockets automatically. Because incrementals are fun, but they're more fun when you can sit back and watch the chaos that you set in motion. So until they show, actually, I should probably craft some rockets. Okay, that's a good. Okay, we have a missile space program thing, just like Reagan. Okay. Fire. There we go. All right. We're getting close to the next requirements. So let's see if we can get closer to that 10,000. There doesn't appear to be a maximum number of bots that I can make as well. So you clicking on it does help, but they're just doing the clicking on their own. So that's nice. So we'll see what happens at the next upgrade. Games like this are also, like, they are a bit like candy to me, because when you have, like, upgrades and you have upgrade trees and things like that, I'm all about it. And you always wonder, like, okay, what's my next currency that I'm going to unlock? What's my next resource? Okay, more rockets. Okay, we're almost at 10,000. So when we get to 10,000, what can we do? Upgrade. What are you? Cerebral Matrix. Create one data bot. Buy a data bot that will produce data. Okay, so now we have data. Data will boost data. Okay, so boost data production by each bot. This will boost quantum energy production for each bot. So we'll buy one of that. So now they're producing more. Oh, it's time. Okay, time to fight again. All right. We have data. We don't have Tuvix. Which I do understand that Tuvix is a... Tuvix is something that you do encounter in the Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown game. So Tuvix does come up as a plot point. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to do? How many do we have? Okay, and then we'll boost the data bots. And you know, number go up. Just number go up. Yeah, the item with the lowest health will be targeted. Let's do equality targeting. I think equality is good in lots of things, including targeting your enemies and bringing down those who would seek to destroy us. I'm definitely only still talking about video games. Definitely just that. Okay, let's increase the quantum energy. Just max it out. Max it out. Okay, yeah, it's about like, we're getting like 23 Cubitronos per click. If I hold it down, I boost them for a little bit. Okay, fire. 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 Just barrage. So this is your upgrade, like this is your loop. Get as much, you know, the grabbing hands, grab all they can. Eventually you will have enough upgrades to build your way up to like prestige. And prestige, okay, also, ooh. Space. Prestige will let you restart with some passive boons. So you may have a multiplier for how much resources you gain the next time around. We're probably not going to hit the prestige point for this. But yeah, right now it's very hands-off. Like, I'm hoping that there's a way to have the rockets fire automatically and even build the rockets automatically. Let's go ahead and boost you again. Again. So yeah, I didn't realize there would be a tower defense aspect, but that's kind of cool. And it looks like they don't harm your civilization when they show up. They just pull from your resources. So you're building up these resources, these Cubitronos, this whole time. Then the enemies show up and they start taking away your resources. So you don't have to, like, there may be a point where fighting them is pointless because you're making so much that it doesn't matter, but you don't want them sitting there taking your stuff forever. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know if you can see this, hold on. This is super handy. It's giving you an estimated time until the next upgrade. So if you're like, how long is it going to take me to get there? About 14 minutes. So that's why we're not gonna play the next upgrade. But that is really handy to know that if you don't do anything, that's how long it'll take. Just fire all the rockets, fire all the things. So yeah, right now it would take about 13 minutes to get to the next thing. If I'm clicking myself and holding down, it might change that number a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, I would have to basically click and hold or just wait for 13 minutes. In that time, I'm going to continue getting attacked. So instead of focusing on this, since I have the bots that are already mining, I might focus on building my defense, preparing for incoming waves. I'm definitely not like maxing out my rocket capabilities here. I wonder if eventually we'll also get something beyond Mega Rocket. Like, what's the next level of rocket that we'll get? But yeah, okay. So, this is a certain incremental exoplanet, and this is the demo. And let me, from what I'm seeing in the screenshots on Steam, there are more interesting upgrades as you continue. The prestige is something that you can put points in so you can increase things on the next run. But right now it is slow going. It is watching it do pretty things and waiting until you can make that next upgrade, which in this case would be about 12 minutes. So in that 12 minutes time, you're going to have more waves of enemies come in. So right now you're probably best focusing on building your defense so that when they come, you can just boop them. And yeah, I could probably buy some more killbots. 13's a good number. Also more data so that your bots will do things faster. Oh, we got enemies again. Okay, so fire rockets. They are sturdier this time around as well. So yeah, each ship consumes 10% of your energy produced. So yeah, like it's why you'd want to take the ships out. You don't want them sitting there because they will start taking away from your resources just sitting there. They're not, it looks like they're not going to attack you. So it's not like they're going to blow up your facilities, but they will pull away from your resources. Hey Puka, good morning. So yes, this is cute. Oops, let me see here. Let's go ahead and save and quit. I like that you can do a hard reset. So if you've been playing and you're like, I'm ready to start from scratch. But yeah, let's hop out of this. There's no main menu for the demo right now. It's basically start and then back out completely. So yeah, that was interesting. As far as incremental games go, it has some stuff to keep me engaged, but I would mostly just sit around waiting on it to get to the next level. Hey, Chrysicon, welcome on in. Thank you for throwing it back. Let's see. What did I have up for next? Swan Song. This one may take us a little longer to play. It's a bit of a musical puzzle game. And let me see here. Okay, so yeah, it's a puzzle game. Invites you to slow down, listen, and reflect. I gotta listen. I gotta pay attention. Also, there are probably going to be some feels. So fair warning about that in advance. But let me get that game set up for us, and we'll take a look. Oh, the winter weather warnings just keep coming in as well. Winter weather warning. That's a fun thing. It's a fun phrase. So here's a look at Swan Song. Swan Song is a cozy puzzle game that invites you to slow down, listen, and reflect. Set inside a magical music box, each puzzle asks players to place notes on a musical scale. When you turn the key, the composition plays, activating platforms and opening paths that guide a small swan to safety. Winter sweater weather, winter weather warning. Wow, that's, yeah, no, you got me, Puddle Plum. You got me. Yeah, this music already feels like there's gonna be feels. Winter sweater weather, no, see, wait. Winter sweater weather, winter weather warning. There it is. That one's a tough one to say. So a little bit puzzly, a little platformy, a little, I think we're going to have some environmental and like literal narrative storytelling. So prepare your hearts. Let's see here, what do we have? We have exit and we have play. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay, grab the key. Oh, we have to... Hold on. There we go. Oh, that looked a little extreme. Okay, I understand now. Each line of the... I wish I could zoom in a little bit. Each line of this has a symbol. So the symbols will do something. They are affected by points on the map. When I turn the key, it starts the swan moving towards its home. And what's on the sheet, what's on the staves, musical staves. I was never good at staffs versus staves, is going to affect what happens. So if I turn the key, okay, so it's sort of like if you've set up puzzle games before where you need a thing to happen at a certain point. So we get music, then duck, music, then duck, music, then duck, music, then duck. This is on the yellow bar. So we want the duck to move forward one space, and we want the music note to stop here, and that will move this into place. I believe that's right. So let's see if I got this right. If not, then I'll move it back or forward one. Move. I'm sorry, Ducky. I was wrong. So maybe we put it here? So wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Swan. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and once again, the swan needs to hit it, and then it needs to move. So, swan moves. So yeah, I think I am a little lost as to when it hits, but I feel like I want this to be the last. Like I want the swan to move onto it, and then I want it to move before the swan moves forward. So, like, I believe this is when a movement happens. Sorry, the swan moves here, the music happens. So, beat, swan, beat, swan, beat, swan. Okay. All right. That's... Okay, I said prepare yourself. I feel like this may be a preparing moment. Hey, Insomnia, welcome on in.
Dear Edith, a part of me hopes you'll never find this. and I'm ashamed to admit that I only know small bits about your life. When she left a hole bigger than her stature would imply. A hole so big, I couldn't muster the courage to cross it. A hole so big, I couldn't see you waiting for me on the other side. If you're the one reading this, I hope this box brings you some insight into why I acted the way I did. Not as an excuse, just as an explanation. Your dad, Tristan.
Ooh. So it feels like we're Edith. We've been given or inherited a music box from our dad, who is perhaps either or both emotionally and physically distant. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that was, yeah. So yeah, that, I wasn't paying attention to the first one. Let me actually, well, no, it's fine. We'll just go to the second one, but yeah. I turned the key when I didn't mean to on the first level, but it really just showed you that swan move when beat move. So let's try the first round of puzzles. Oh, the season changed. Oh. Hey, Queen City Q, welcome on in. Am I waiting for a... Okay, so I'm guessing that maybe I just collect this. I was wondering if there was going to be another, like, voice line or something, but perhaps not. Okay. Okay, so now I have 2 notes. It feels like I need to move this first. So I need to move the green one up first. Then the swan will move onto the red one. Yeah, because, okay, so I move the green one into place, then the swan moves onto it. Then the swan is fine. Then the swan moves again. Then I move the red one here, which will yoink it. Okay, so that'll pull it, yoink it. I like yoink. So I believe this is correct. Move it, move, move it. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. So... Oh, I wonder if it affects both of them at the same time. Okay, so first the swan can move onto this one, so that's fine. Then we want to pull, and I guess it's going to pull both of them back. So swan moves. The blue gets pulled back. Swan moves again. Swan moves again. Then the blue gets pushed forward. So we want to push the blue here. And then swan moves. Yes? Move, push, move, 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 push. Okay. All right. Yeah, the art is lovely. Oh, no. Happy Father's Day. Love, Amber and Edith. So the father was the one who made the music box, I'm guessing. Song of the Swan, written by Amber Vogelsong? Okay, so Amber, if we're Edith, then Amber is either the mother or the sister. Amber wrote the music for the music box. Huh. So yeah, that's a good storytelling. Okay, now you need to... Ha 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 ha. Okay. We have something new. So let's see if we can... Okay, let me map this out. On the first... Nothing happens on the first beat. The swan moves. On this beat... So we actually need the swan to move twice. And then... Yeah, this is like the only thing we can do. So this is the only logic that we have. So let's see if we're right. Move. Move. Okay, I get it. I get it. Up and then up back. So it's like a double. Okay. Alright. So... Swan moves forward. That's fine. Nothing moves forward. Now we're on the blue, so the blue needs to move on the next thing. But so does the green. So the swan's going to move forward. It's going to be on the blue, which is going to move up, but the green is also going to move, so that's going to move up one, and then the green will move up again. Okay. I don't know that I was emotionally prepared for this game. I will always be with you. Kisses. Yeah. Okay, so the mother is sick. So yeah, it's feeling like the mother was sick and passed away, and the father was unable to handle it, and he drifted away. And we are now processing our memories, and also this box is him. He's basically saying, like, I made this to do my best to explain. Oof. Okay. 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 Yeah. Alright. I think I also wish, and unless there's... I wish that you could turn the box a little bit so I knew specifically the direction, but it feels like when I activate this, it's going to spring upward. So I want to activate it before the swan moves. So on the first beat, you'll go up. The swan will move forward onto it. So it'll be here. The next beat, I need you to move down. And actually, I need both of you to move down. Okay, so the first beat, this moves up before the swan even moves. The swan moves. The second beat, this moves down in the place of the swan. This also moves down, and then this moves down one more, so the swan has a path. The swan has a path forward. Yeah, I think that's right. That was not right. Okay, that was incorrect. Well, it was partially correct. I guess... So, if this moves up on its beat, the swan moves onto it. This moves down, which honestly, this can move down any time. And I think that's the other thing, because, well, you can't... Yeah, you could. This could move down any time, and it wouldn't really matter. I just need this to move down one before the swan gets to it. So that's why it needs to be on the third beat. That moves out. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. I agree with... I mean, it did mention... It talks about reflecting. Let me see if there's actually something about it. As somebody with a chronic illness, whenever they kind of use chronic illness as storytelling, I'm always a little bit like... And also anyone who's been affected by that, sometimes it helps to know that that might be a theme. Especially when the game is not about that. Like, the game is puzzles, and then the narrative, I'm not going to say it comes out of nowhere, but the narrative is like, oh, we're doing that. Okay. This one's interesting. The swan moves forward. So the first movement is fine. Then this springs upwards. But I believe the entire time I need this to be springing around. So the question is, does it matter? This is what I wonder. Does it matter when this starts, as long as it's done by the end? So I need... Okay, so that's one beat, and that's why sometimes, like, the angle is also throwing me off a little bit. But on the first beat, okay, so this will move here. Then it'll move here. At the same time the swan is moving. So I want it to stay there for two. I want it to stay, okay, stay where it is. And then I want it to move on the last. I believe that's it. We're about to find out if I'm right. Okay. Yeah, so the swan can only move forward. You have to put things in its place. So, okay, so yeah, swan only moves forward. It doesn't move up or down or back or whatever. You just have to make sure that when it hops forward, there's something for it to hop onto. So you have to control the platforms it's on, which is a really unique puzzle mechanic. But having to figure out the timing, and at least, again, you get to try it again when you fail, so that's fine. Alright, again, brace yourselves.
Dear Edith, I hope you know I always loved you tremendously, even though I wasn't the best with words. Your mother always helped me when I didn't know what to say, how to act, or what gift to get you. As she fell ill, I became afraid. Afraid she wouldn't be there to help me. Afraid I would start acting and saying the wrong things to you. And in my fear, that's exactly what I did. I want you to know my actions and words were always out of love. Not just for your mother, but for you too. Even though I was too caught up in my own grief to even notice yours. Your dad, Tristan.
I appreciate that the letter is typed for legibility for the game, but the fact that these letters are typed and not handwritten is a thing. Okay, so that was level 1. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll look at the beginning of level 2, because I'm curious when it starts to get more... when it starts to become more complex. And I can see here on the box now, I'm guessing that when the pen nib, at least that's what I think it is, that's when we're going to get story, and then these are puzzles, so... Okay. The season has changed again. Oh, now it's like board games and stuff. Oh. I understand. the first tape that we made ourselves was called The News. So that's when we heard the news about the diagnosis, I'm guessing. This one is Smiling Through Tears, so this is us making a tape for ourselves after, either after our mom has passed or when things are at their worst. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have a new, oh, okay, so again, the swan always moves forward, so we have to get the swan in the right direction. So the swan moves forward onto the blue, and then we turn it, so the swan moves forward again onto the blank space. It then moves forward onto the red space, and then we move the red space. Forward, turn, forward, forward. Okay. Okay. So you do get what feel easy, but you have to remember that, okay, so that's why if you're just going to use like the quarter notes, simple. But the minute you get like an eighth note, sorry, eighth and then 16th. So it's fine because the swan needs to move first. Then you want to move this. Sorry, my bad. You actually want to have this set up because it's going to, the note for the green blocks is going to hit here. And then one move later, it's going to hit here. And then the swan will move, and then this needs to turn. I appreciate the arrows as well, so you can tell this is going to go clockwise, this is going to go counterclockwise. Okay, so I think that's right. Swan move, move, pull, move, turn, forward, turn. Okay. Also feels like I'm a dance instructor giving like move, forward, turn, together, point, like, you know. Okay. So you'll never forget our time together. Love, Mom and Dad. Oof. Okay. Hey, JD lady, welcome on in. Okay. Oh, now we have some, okay, now we have notes connecting across bars here. All right. So yeah, let's see how this one's going to work out. Hey, Kay, welcome on in. Okay, so the swan needs to move forward and then move forward. So it needs to move forward twice. 1 and 2. So this one's not going to turn until like the third. But at the same time, okay, so sorry, so there's the first beat and the swan moves. So we actually want this here. Because I need 1 move and then 2 moves. And after it moves here, we then want this green one to move forward. I believe I have that right. So move 1, turn, move, pull. Okay. Yeah. So now we have the notes. So now you're doing a lot of things at the same time. And if you think about it from the perspective of the swan always needs something to stand on. So for this first one, we're gonna at least move the green one in its path. However, we might be better off moving. Hold on, wait. If we move the green one up and this one, then we're already ready to catch it. So it moves onto the green one, then the blue one turns it. So let's see here. So that's the first move. So the blue one actually needs to turn here. And then the red one needs to push back. So yeah, you're moving multiple at the same time. So that up, over, turn, on, turn, yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's that next level of complexity. So yeah, this is, it's a good puzzle game. Just be aware that it does have some emotionally heavy narrative elements that are also telling the story. But yeah, I like it. I like how it got it. When they okay, here's how you learn how to play. Let's make it a little harder. Let's make it a little harder. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So that is Swan Song. There is a demo available in the Steam store that I post a link to that I did. So you can check it out there on Steam. I will say that, yeah, this is one of those, in the vein of games that apply a puzzle mechanic, but they also apply storytelling at the same time. It reminds me of Unpacking did a good job with this, where you're doing what is the game's like mechanic, but at the same time as you're doing it, you are learning things about the person and you're seeing things happen in their lives. Other ones are like the games where you are cleaning. There's one, something about something memories of the past, where you're slowly cleaning things in your house and you're remembering things that are attached to these items. There's another one where you're fixing things. There's the shadow puppet game that we played, where you're putting things in front of a light to make shadows, but you're getting pictures from the albums in between that are showing the progression of life. And yeah, some of these stories are not emotionally light. They are kind of heavy. So I would have appreciated a little something about that on the description. And I understand a developer's and a writer's desire to not spoil, per se, that. Um, but yeah, I understand, like, the narrative is part of the story and it's part of the puzzles. Um, but sometimes you're like, wow, I was not quite prepared for that. Not quite. It is about 10, so I'm going to run the last ad of the day, and we'll hop on into Animal Crossing so I can say hello to some folks and see who's in the hotel, and maybe we'll decorate another room. I do like doing that. So give me like 90 seconds. I'll be setting this up in the background, and yeah. So far we haven't. Oh, okay. The rain has held off. Oh, take care, Tony. Thanks for hanging out. The rain is held off, so let me run that ad. I'll get set up in the background, and I will see some of you back in about 90 seconds. There we go. All right. So let's wait for that to happen. I keep seeing, like, okay, the rain is stopping, the rain is starting. So it looks like where I am, we're gonna get a lot of rain until we get the snow later on. And that snow for us, like the actual winter weather advisory, isn't supposed to happen until around 5. So there's still hours yet where we're just gonna have a gloomy day until it happens. So that's why it's definitely an inside day today. I have laundry on deck. I do have some nibbles and some bubbles so I could do a little at-home brunch. Do I have eggs? Can I do a steak and eggs? Can I do a steak and eggs? I might be able to. Not sure. But yeah. And let's see. I don't know. The birds though, the birds are very like, we're waiting for spring. We felt 50s yesterday. What's going on? Also, there's one bird that always does a nest like right. If I told my apartment about the birds, they would probably try to take them out, so I don't want them to do that. But they make a nest like right up where they probably shouldn't make a nest. So every time like winter moves into spring, you can hear the tiny chirps of the baby birds that are like, eh, eh, is it time? Food time? So yeah. Let's see. Did we change the game? We did. Excellent. Let me do this. I was thinking about Jenny LeClue the other day as well, and how much I was hoping that they would actually do a sequel. And I know that it just didn't happen. But it would be nice if we'd seen a sequel to Jenny LeClue, because they ended the game at a really good narrative point and then nothing. Oh, yeah. There's an, wait, an Animal Crossing update? Me. What? A 3.01 patch. Let's see if anyone's talking about what's in it. Yeah, okay, hey, here we go. Okay, the 3.01 patch. The game will run slower than normal after exiting the hotel. Sometimes resetting would duplicate things that were put away. Okay. This one makes me laugh. Fixed an issue where Timmy and Tommy would sometimes stop following the player inside Nook's cranny. You know what? I'd be okay with that one. I'd be fine with that one. That's the one. You could have left that bug in. Hey, Black Belt. I'd have been fine with that one. That would have been fine. So here is the link that I checked for Nintendo to be like, what's changed. That's hilarious. I gotta tell you, a number of people, and by that I mean black people, when we started playing Animal Crossing, it was very comfy, it was very cozy, but the moment that we got into that store and Timmy and Tommy were on our ass the entire time, that felt away. And I don't think they intended that experience, but that definitely felt away. Good morning, Isabel. Oh, it's snowing on the island, so that's nice. It's 10:10. It's 10:10 on 2/22. Oh, it's Avery's birthday. Hey, we're in time for shoot, that means I gotta go get a present. It's early. Well, it's after 10, so they might be awake. Oh, it's snowing. See, it knows. Okay, what's my roll? It's a 4. That's not bad. When the yellow furniture is situated to the west, well, when the yellow furniture is situated to the west, that's good feng shui. Very nice work. Like, get out of my house. So rude. Okay, so yeah, it is breezy and snow, like, the weather in my game is kind of reflecting real life. I've been enjoying the 3.0 update. I was surprised and happy to see that they were still doing updates. And the fact that I have the hotel, which means that if I didn't want to buy the DLC, I now have some experience for hotel design. So let me see here. So it's Avery's birthday. Let me check and see what Avery likes. I'm going to go with the gift guide. I feel like I feel like I gave Avery a sequined something before. So we'll go with orange or brown. And simple and gorgeous. Let me see here. Because I've given him a comedian's outfit. What else do I have on hand? Okay. Let's see what's in the store. Oh, who are you? Where'd you go? Okay. Come here. Clay. Okay. Thump? Okay, because yeah, you kind of look like... Oh, wow. Yeah, you look like a sculpture. Oh, and you're running away. You better not run through my flowers, buddy. I will... You look like you're... Okay, you're blowing the snowflake away, which is cute, but you also look like you're from Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you look like you're straight out of a Zelda game. Okay. Let's see if there's anything in this... Okay, what if I bought him this? Actually, I might want that. Girl, no. No. That's... no. Okay, you know what? Nope. What if I got him a salad bar? Oh, I know. The perfect gift for friends. Board games. Yep. I'll buy it. Okay, let's get some gift wrap. We'll go with yellow. All right. Like, I understand the bug of them not following you around the store, like, because you can sell them things directly, but having them follow you around is like, okay, enough. Okay. Okay. Is Avery... Are we doing the birthday thing? Yeah, so I appreciate that on the birthday, they're up and they're ready for stuff. Of course I came to your birthday party. I also love how, because they only have one room, so all of their stuff is immediately put away for the birthday party. But yeah, I do like this couch. Like... Okay. I see you made the guest list for the big Avery birthday bash as well. It's not the most exclusive event, but that's cool. We're all here to celebrate. I also like that they just hum. They hum my island's theme song to themselves. Come here. Hey, come here. Makes me real happy to be spending my birthday with good pals like you. And I'm already getting some great gifts. Something tells me you'll do them all one better, though. So, you can visit their birthday party without a gift. And it's okay, but not great. So, of course I have a gift for you. Sorry if I came off sounding pushy. Let's say I open this one up. A board game. Appreciate you going to the trouble of picking this up for me, kiddo. So he's not super jazzed about it. You made this a party to remember as long as my memory holds up. Yeah, he old. So yeah. I could have found him like a super nice... I mean, like I could have given him the jacket he's wearing. I already gave him... I've given him several things that he likes. But yeah. And now I blow out his candles because I can. And I've liked them again because I can. Okay, do we do the singing yet? Getting old's not all fun and parties. Believe it or not, it's got downsides. Oh, I know. Okay, I don't know if we sing or do I just leave? Yeah. What's this? Heading home so soon? Wish you could stay a bit longer. Really glad you could make it. Appreciate the present, too. Yeah. I believe they'll be celebrating, like, throughout, so... Okay, who else is home since I'm over here? Is this Jacques' place? This is Jacques. Because he has, like, he has, like, the... Yeah. I gave him that sign. You seem somehow different since the last time we met. New outfit, new hairstyle, spill the deets. Alright, you got my attention. What's up? Fuck ice. What's the latest? Ooh, that outfit you're wearing today. C'est magnifique. That's Spanish for bellissimo. That is not. Do you always dress to the nines, or is it a special occasion? Absolutely. I knew it. Folks with good taste can always spot other folks with good taste. Fuck ice. Okay. Nice to see you, Jacques. I don't have a theme. Aside from one person, Julian, who I use an amiibo to get, thank you, Kay, I just kind of let the others, as they move in, be okay, and then I try to friend them to the point where they give me their photo, and then after that I ignore them so they want to move. It's a very rude strategy. I did see, I think a few weeks ago, somebody mentioned in chat that people weren't fond of the hotel because once they decorate the hotel, it means that there may be villagers on their island that don't fit their theme, which is a fair, like, it's a fair thing. I hope enough people are getting warnings to say, like, hey, if you don't want random villagers on your island, don't open the, like, don't start decorating rooms at the hotel. Yep. Okay, so now, because it's been a week, he doesn't remember that I like my coffee colder. Although he said at room temp. That was rude. I'm like, I didn't say room temperature. I just said cooled. Housing an entire cup of very hot coffee, though? Ouch. It's just a bit bitter, like me. And that's how I like it. Like me. Oh, someone's coming in. Hey! I appreciate this, because Blathers is definitely not awake during the day. So I see Brewster preparing the to-go cup. Like, okay. Good morning. This cafe has been a boon to our museum. It tickles my talons to see so many visitors among our exhibits. Well, I shall see you later. Yeah, I like when you're in the coffee shop and you get a little visitor. I did see that there are Legend of Zelda amiibos, yeah. Let's see, you just had a boat conversation with your villager you hadn't heard before. After saying all the things he likes to do on boats, he says, I'm not allowed on boats anymore. Yup. Regarding the hotel, a while ago, you let one of your villagers leave because she was starting beef with one of your original residents. The resident who left came back to visit the hotel and acted like we were... Wow. Now, what would be funny, and I don't know, I don't know this at all, and we won't, yeah, we won't have time. I'll go to the hotel to see who's staying there, but we won't have time to decorate a room. If what you chose for your rooms had some impact, and if it does, and anyone has researched this, let me know. But if what you choose for the design for your hotel rooms has an impact on the kinds of guests who will come and visit. I'm not dealing with you, you turnip stock girl. Like, one brand of weird capitalism in my game is enough. The turnip thing? Oof. Okay, so I now have Clay, Panchetti, Buck, B, Fang, who I think Fang has been on before, and Tabby. Okay, so this is the room that I just made. I want to get a better picture of these rooms, though, also, because I don't like the... Yeah, we were all in the turnip trade, and... Okay, so can I get a better picture of this room? Also, can I... See, that's the thing is, like, I can't... Yeah, I can get a better picture of this room, I think. I'm going X is up. Yeah. This is actually, this is the quiet isolation room. Like there is no, I didn't pick music in here. I I didn't put speakers. I didn't put like food. Like this is the nice, if you just want the nice quiet room, get room number 1. Okay, did that replace? Oh, I guess I get, okay, yeah, we're going to pick this one. Yeah. All right, bye. Bit another room. Because, yeah, some of the rooms I didn't take good pictures of. Okay, let's fix this one. Yeah, the turnip trade, I mean, it had people, you know, it had people like opening their island up a little bit and then having to make pathways to their island so people couldn't run around and mess things up. Having a whole counter for it was wild. It was absolutely wild. Yeah, let's get a better picture of the room. Seriously, like, girl, do you know what they named you in this game? Do you know what name they gave you in this game? Because, yeah, I'm just coming in for room inspections. Don't worry about it. Also, that was the very nice, well, it's been nice to meet you. Goodbye now. Okay, yeah. I just needed better pictures for the rooms. This is the ranch room that I then did ranch gothic. Yeah, that's better. Hey, you from around here? Nice. I'm Buck. Traveler and personal trainer. Okay, so you're a jock. Was I giving off pro vibes or what? Because I'm just an amateur traveler but I take fitness super seriously. Find me if you want to lift weights, go for a run, do a 2-hour plank, do 500 burpees, you know, fun stuff. Yeah, you would definitely be on Instagram. You would definitely be on Instagram, doing the new, like I don't even want to engage in the new terms because they're just silly. And my friend sent me a, hey, here's what they're talking about, where like the fitness influencers that use the weird words for describing themselves and their looks. I don't know. I can't. I just can't. Bye. So yeah. Okay, yeah, it's about time for me to wind it down. Yeah, I no longer I don't like to use the maxing terms because they, like, the whole thing about looks maxing came out of like the incel boards, because essentially it was just them it was just them trying to like one up each other in terms of the perfect masculine ideal. And there is a person on Blue Sky, who I believe also is on TikTok and Instagram, that had a video about it that explained, like, this is something that gay guys were doing already, and it's nothing new, you've just grabbed on to the toxic elements that like the gay masculinity thing did, except for gay and queer men, at the very least, like, they do it to have sex with each other. These guys are doing it to impress each other and don't even seem to enjoy the women that they say they're trying to attract. But not in a they're secretly gay way, just they hate women. So yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Hey Chevra, how you doing? Hello, cute little goat, cheese goat. Where have you been? Is everything okay? Let me guess. I bet you've been hiding out reading a good book. That's a good idea today. It might be a good day for a book. If I'm right, you have to share it with me when you're done. Chevra, I cannot share it with you because you don't want to know what's on my Kindle list. Or maybe you do. Maybe you get down like that. I don't know. Maybe you do. She is kind of quiet. Like, she and Sylvana might have some filth on their lists. See, where have you been for the last 1 week? Hey, Sonny, welcome on in. For the last 1 week. It's been... Everyone's been worried about where you were. It's only been a week. Okay. So yeah, it was a very small hop into Animal Crossing today. I can see what clothes. Let me also check the clothing. Oh gosh, the bodybuilder suit. Ugh. Oh no. That's so disturbing. Okay. They will also follow you around the store, which, again, not a fan of, but okay. A prim outfit. Hmm. Nah. Yeah, sometimes they're a little too pushy. Like, okay, stop it. Like, I made this entire island. Can't you let me walk around a store that you only have because I allowed you to have it here? Can I walk around a store without being bothered? No? Fine. Okay. Oh, who are you? Bee. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Bee, like beagle? Bingo. Aw. That's cute. I also do, like, oh, hold on. Do I have... Oh, let me get some money. I found my glowing hole, so let me do that. I always try to do the math right here. I did not do the math right. No one ever said I was smart. I certainly didn't. Yeah, go away. Okay. And with that, we will wish you all a happy Sunday. If you are on the East Coast in the US, I do hope that the weather treats you well. We are expecting a nor'easter. I know it's now snowing above me. We're only getting rain, and we probably won't get anything here until about 5 p.m. my time, so I have a few hours to chill. But yeah, today's going to be a quiet day. And we're going to go and say hi to Steven. So let me go ahead and hop out of this. Oop, come here. There we go. And yeah, I'll work on editing down those the videos for today. I'll probably record some quick outros for them. I don't know if the YouTube outros are helping at all, because the videos have to be up for a while before I get analytics to see if my end cards are doing anything. But I do have fun, like like it's a little end piece to the video. So if you've watched any of my videos on YouTube to the end and you've seen them, yay. Yeah, got a jock working out in the square, as you do. At least it's the place for public exercise, that's fine. I feel like I should set up an entire, like, Venice Beach style workout area for my jock, but he would never use it. I'd have to trap them there. Okay. Alrighty, so yeah. Tried not to go too much overtime today, because I definitely went overtime yesterday. The Voyager game was just good, though. It was just good. Ooh, Planet Crafter. Nice. Okay, so let's go over and say hi to Steven. Let me come over here. And yeah, thanks all for hanging out with me today. This has been nice. I don't have any extra streams planned. I may, if I get a wild hair, I may try to record some demos. Again, do the 20 to 25 minute recording demo thing, but that's only if I really if I really get into it and feel like it, then maybe. Otherwise, today's probably going to be chill. And, you know, like I said, I've got some stuff to do. I got to finish fleshing out the character concept for an upcoming game. I have some time for that one, but I'd like to get the basic concept down sooner rather than later, so we can all start asking each other questions and get those fleshed out as well. So that's also on deck for today. I do have some cocktail action that I may just do and watch the rain and snow happen. I'm not really sure. And I'll be hanging out in streams. But yeah, but other than that, my next stream is planned for Tuesday. We will be in the swing of Steam Next Fest, so I may do some more demos, or if something catches my eye, we'll play it. We'll see. But Nisi, thank you very much for the new follow. My moderators, thank you for hanging out. I got nothing else. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me. So let me push this button because we are ending. We're going to go over to Steven with a # Herbrave with my Love and Disco emote. If you're not a subscriber, then # Herbrave with the virtual hug emote. That also works. You can find me doing the content on Blue Sky, YouTube. There's going to be a link to my blog at urbanbohemian.com. There's a link to my Discord. I get it. Discord is currently... We're all having to make some decisions about Discord. If you're already in tons of Discords, it's totally fine if you don't join mine. There is no pressure. We mostly just chat and say hi. But yeah, like social media right now is definitely undergoing a bit of a collapse. And I don't know where we're all going to land. What feels good, what feels right anymore. I know. What feels right? Sorry, I should have said the tic-tac-toe symbol. That's what I should have said. So I'm doing my routine for now, and I haven't changed up my workflow yet. I focus on videos going up on YouTube. I do post shorts to Instagram because I'm still using Facebook so I can keep in touch with family, but that's about it. I've gotten rid of TikTok, so my friend watches TikTok and sends me, like, he doesn't send me TikTok videos, but he sends me, like, summaries of things he sees, and I'm like, eh. Blue Sky still feels good for now. As long, like, the staff still feels crappy, but Blue Sky feels good. Discord, who knows? You know? I don't know. But I will keep streaming on Twitch for the live video streams, and videos on YouTube will go up there. If either of those platforms turns shitty, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just walk into the sea, I guess. Who knows? But until then, I will see you next time. I'll see you in Steven's stream. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I will see you on the internets, on some social media platform. on something. Oh my god, dream width. Can we get back LJ and dream width in MySpace? Yes, please. But I'll see you at Steven's channel. Have a good Sunday, everybody. Bye.